Hey, it's Eben. Right here in this video, I share one of my best trainings on motivation. For other free training to help you be successful, just click the link you see in this video or go to ebenpagan.com. I want to go back to something that I mentioned earlier in the program, actually during the introduction and some of the fast starts, where I talked about the idea of the positive focus, of focusing on the thing that we want to achieve, not on what we don't want to achieve. And this bears repeating. Let me just say it again. If you focus on the thing that you don't want, your unconscious mind, it doesn't know how to get rid of the don't part. It only sees the thing that you're focusing on. So if I say to you right now, don't imagine a pink elephant. Okay, don't think of a pink elephant. There's a part of you that can't not think about what a pink elephant is. And like I said before, if you're trying to stop a negative habit and you're focused on that negative habit, like, I got to stop drinking, stop drinking, stop drinking. All your unconscious mind hears is drinking, 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 drink, 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 drink. And that's the programming, and that's what's going to come up for you later when you're not consciously controlling, when you don't have that willpower on. So we've got to get clear about the positive outcomes that we want. And when I say positive, I don't mean, the moral judgment of positive or negative. I mean just the outcome that you want. What is the thing that you want to create? What does that picture look like? When you have the picture of what it looks like finished, and you look at that, and then you go to work, it gives you more motivation to do the things, to do the work, or to put the attention in to get towards that thing. If you don't know where you're going, then you don't have any motivation to do it. So we not only need to have the strength and the ability to focus for a longer period of time, and we don't only need to know what to focus on, but we've got to have the inner motivation, the emotional motivation, and the logical motivation to know what that outcome is and to constantly be putting that up in front of ourselves. Now, one of the things you might want to do is you might want to make one of these kind of goal collages. This is something that I used to do a lot when I was younger, is I'd take pictures of things that I cut out of magazines or I got on the internet and print them out, put them into a little collage. And it doesn't have to be that pretty. So I could just look at that thing every day and say, okay, these are some of the things that I want to create for myself. In mine, I used to have, an apartment on the beach, and I used to have the kind of car that I wanted, and I had a bunch of other stuff. And the very interesting part is that all the stuff that I put into my goal collages eventually came true because I stayed so focused on bringing those things into my reality. In fact, the apartment that I live in right now is at the beach. The car that I drive, I had it. Both of these things, almost exactly like this, in my goal collage, along with a lot of other stuff that, has just come to be real in my life. So you get that outcome, and you might want to make it into pictures and descriptions and so forth. In the morning, if you're doing affirmations and visualizations, which I think are really important, they help kind of set the compass and set that motivation. Okay, so building the muscle, getting stronger at focusing for longer periods of time. We're going to work on doing 50-minute chunks. Next, we're going to move on the quality of our focus. We're going to be focusing on what to focus on during those chunks each day. And then finally, what we're going to do is we're going to get the motivation. We're going to get the inner drive, the fuel, the fire, by seeing what our outcome is, okay, what the big picture is, why we're even doing this in the first place. And then what you want to do is you sit down, you review the big picture, the outcome that you're working towards, so you get the inner motivation. You choose the thing that you're going to focus on for your 50-minute chunk of time. And then you go to work on it, okay? And you work on doing that thing.